Welcome to another episode of Patkai Bus. This is Simson Jipun reporting for the most anticipated evening. The Golden Jubilee edition of 3 Days Campus Film Festival 4.0, presented by Mahindra Apex Motor Enterprise Dimapur, Nagaland, organized by the Department of Mass Communication 3rd year under the theme Beyond Lights, Camera and Action, Resonating Stories, powered by Hangi Dori and associated partner Film Association of Nagaland. Our guest of honor today is none other than Yapangnaro Longkamer, the President of Film Association of Nagaland. Our media partner for the event is Morang Express, digital partner We the Nagas, printing partner Fingerprint and education partner NICSC Academy. Thank you to our sponsors, the King Chili, Sri Pichem Su, Foster Plans, Moment, November Sky, The Loft House, Simisa Home, Budget House, Wongli Complex, Dr. Sozano and Inspired Chira Studio. Now without further delay, let's get straight to the program.
Once again, I welcome all of you to immerse in the world of cinema and enjoy the vibrant atmosphere of creativity that this festival will offer. I would like to wish you all an enriching and enjoyable experience at our 3-day campus film festival. Thank you.
I appreciate the Mass Communication Department, led by the SOD, Dr. S.A. Jamir, and her dedicated colleagues, and all the enthusiastic and energetic students of the department for once again organizing this 3-day campus film festival. This annual Campus Film Festival, organized by the Department of Mass Communication, is getting better every year. This year we see more decorations and we see more agencies and organizations coming forward with sponsorships. This indicates the team spirit and teamwork of making teamwork successful. I will end my short exhortation, and I wish the Golden Jubilee edition of the 3-day campus film festival organized by the Department of Mass Communication all the best. Thank you.
Good afternoon, esteemed guests, principal, faculty members, students, and all present attendees. I, Wano, on behalf of the Department of Mass Communication, extend a warm welcome to the 3-day campus film festival. This film festival was held first by our seniors in the year 2019, and now we continue it as a legacy every year. We are pleased to let everyone know that this year is the 4th edition of the festival, which is also marked as an annual calendar event of the college, for which we are this year, as it is also the Jubilee year. We have organized a short film contest for which we will be shortly announcing the winners. Over the next few days, we will be witnessing the power of cinema to evoke emotions and spark meaningful conversations. We've carefully curated a selection of films, each of which speaks to our theme this year: lights, camera, action, resonating stories. As the curtains raise today, I invite everyone to immerse themselves in the art of filmmaking, to be inspired by the work of talented directors, writers, actors, and technical teams who have poured their heart and soul into each frame.
Respected gentlemen, good afternoon. It is great to be here for the 3-day Campus Film Festival 4.0. I know the department has put their heart and soul into it, so I just want to say congratulations for putting up such a great show. It would be remiss of me not to mention the faculty that I think works really hard every year to put on this film festival. It's not an easy thing, and I just want to say congratulations to them. I'm here as an independent documentary filmmaker. I don't know how much I have to share with the students. I feel the students have more to share with me. in terms of ideas, in terms of you have access to so many more platforms, you have access to so many more ways of storytelling. And I feel that I am here fraudulently to come and, exchange ideas with you, or talk about things that are happening nowadays. So I hope that's something that we can do, exchange ideas, talk about things, how to take things forward. So maybe that's something that we can do later on. The theme of this festival I see is beyond lights, camera, action, resonating stories. Of course, to make a film, you need lights, camera, action. But at the crux of everything is the story. It is the story that will prepare you to make a film. It is the story that will take you forward. So I just want to do this small sort of, let's say for example, just a little thing. Okay, all of you sort of imagine like a frame, like an opening frame, and you just imagine a solitary house. That's it. Then you cut into the surroundings, whatever you imagine. Then you go closer, you go closer, you go closer, and then the door opens. Okay, cut the scene there. So I've given you that kernel of an idea, but now it is your story. Now you tell me what happens next. You tell me how you would take your film forward. So now, if I were to talk to all of you maybe after a week, no two ideas will ever be the same. The basis may be the same, but your characters will be different, your dialogues will be different, your scenes will be different. Even now, when I'm talking about the solitary house, I'm sure none of you have imagined the same house. So don't feel that your stories are stale, that we have no stories to tell. Because all our stories are our own, what we imagine. But then there's a difference also. Now if I were to talk to you a week later and say, tell me your story. It is different when you tell me the story. When we're talking and say, oh, there's this house, this man came in. It is different when you write down the story. And it is different when you make that story into a film. The idea of the hard work that goes into making a film is what I want to hopefully, tell all of you that, it's not just about the story, it's a lot of hard work that goes into it. So I'm hoping to see lots of good films, lots of films from Nagaland. I think we are all at that level where we are not putting enough hard work to make good films coming out of this stage. So I think we are also at fault for the senior filmmakers in that sense. So this is something that we can learn from each other. I just want to share with you this small anecdote about this friend, colleague. Have you all heard about Lakata Ladies this year? It's on Netflix. So this film has been is going to be India's entry to the Oscars for the Best International Feature. They are sending this film called Lakata Ladies. So the scriptwriter happens to be a colleague of mine. So I was talking to him and I was asking him how this came about. So he was telling me that this idea, he had this idea in 2018. He'd been writing the story. And luckily for him, there happened to be an all-India scriptwriting competition. And this script was selected. There were 4,000 entries, then they cut it down to 1,000 to 500, and finally there were 10. And out of the 10, his was number 2. His name is Biplab Goswami, he's from Tripura, and he was telling me, out of the top 5, 3 were from the Northeast, 2 were from Assam, and 1 was from Tripura. So the idea that people are looking for stories. So his was selected. He was from SRFTI, that's the Satyajit Ray Film and Television Institute in Calcutta. And I feel for those filmmakers who really want to get into feature filmmaking, that's a good institute. We can talk about that later. Those who want to find out more about that institute is in Calcutta. If you don't want to go to Bombay, that's something that, if you don't want to go to FTI, I'm sorry, and SRFTI is closer. Brilliant films are coming out from those filmmakers, so that's one option. So anyway, on the panel, Amir Khan was on the panel as well for the jury. So after Biplab won second prize, Amir wanted to buy that story. He wanted to buy that story and he wanted Kid Rao to direct that film. So obviously Biplab was saying, no, it's my film, I want to direct it. So he said no. And then he took the film around and he tried to get producers on board. it's very difficult to get producers on board for a first-time filmmaker, though the story was brilliant. So after a few months, he came back to Amir Khan and he said, okay, I'll send you my script. So he sold the script to Amir with the thing that the story will be his. Scriptwriters, Amir said he wants his scriptwriters also on board. So he's saying now 90% is my film, maybe 10% they've added some dialogues. And the film was made by Kiran Rao, who's from Jamia, who's my sort of alumnus. So anybody sort of looking to pursue further sort of filmmaking, documentary filmmaking, can get in touch with me and ask me about Jamia and how to get in as well. So that is what happened to Biplab. So Biplab did not want to part with his film, but it was difficult for him to make his own film. So he had to give it up to somebody who did a job that has now put him on the work map in the sense that he's also getting ready to go for the Oscars and he's getting a lot of offers to write a lot more films, write a lot more scripts. So I just bring the story to the fore because the idea that filmmaking is a collaborative effort. You know, you can write the story, but sometimes you have to hand it over to somebody else to direct it. You may not be the best person to direct it, or sometimes forces on the market, you don't get the funds to make the film. So this is what happens in filmmaking. It's a collaborative effort. So when I say collaborative effort, and I see a film festival like this, I'm so happy to see that I think all of you sort of work together to make this happen. Because at the end of the day, filmmaking is a collaborative effort. So I just want to come to the end of my speech now and just say that it is so good to see this happening every year, and we wish that it continues, and all the best for the next 2-3 days, I think so you have. So all the best, and give it all you've got. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure to announce the winner of 3-day Campus Film Festival 4.0, organized by the department. 2 consolation prizes. We have 2 consolation. The first one is Kasta Daru, directed by T. Ravichandran. And then the second consolation is The Weight of Silence, directed by Helali Rebecca and Toma Y. Lama. Then the first consolation prize goes to The Redacted, directed by Aditya Modak. The first consolation goes to Redacted, directed by Aditya Modak. And then the winner of this film festival is Who, directed by Verte Inu. Who, directed by Verte Inu.
I know you're the lost fan, and it's quite confusing and shocking, but we're here to help you. Please cooperate with us. So, let's focus on verdicts, finalists, any weird, unusual activity.
Hello ma'am, how do you feel about our college organizing this 3 days campus film festival event?
I think it's a commendable effort because you guys are still students. For you to collect films during your coursework, I think it's really difficult to sort of even collect films when you're, take it up as a profession. But then for you guys to do it as students, I think it's very commendable. And I also think it's very commendable it's your 4th edition. And like you said, I think somebody had said it in the lectures that this is going to be a legacy that you're going to continue. So I think this is a perfect legacy for your department.
So as the winner of this filmmaking competition, how do you guys feel about it? And can you please tell us from where did you guys get the inspiration of it?
So actually there was no inspiration, but from me personally, I was interested in filmmaking, and there was this guy, when I was scrolling through Instagram Reels, I used to watch this guy named Roman Adolfo, and then he would make like movie scenes, and so this event, this competition was a perfect opportunity to participate in it, whether we win or lose. And so obviously I could not do it alone, I had to call some friends, and so as a team we did it together. We had no idea how it would go, and everything was planned on the last minute, and so every day consistently we were filming, we were recording, and then yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so he actually gave us the structure of what he wanted, and so like we kind of fit into the pieces, and the story just kept coming like in the process. So yeah, and we were actually shocked. Like
we're still very shocked.
we thought we were pranked.
Yeah, we still think it's a prank.
Yeah. So yeah,
but yeah, this is a great experience. Yeah, loving it. I'm still nervous. I'm shaking.
So as a festival director, I can say that I'm really happy with the outcome. There was a lot of struggles. We started early on in the starting of the semester for searching for sponsors and all. And me and my team, we worked really hard, and I can say that I'm really happy with the outcome. There were ups and downs. I wouldn't say that it was all like sweet ride. Obviously, there's always ups and downs. We fight, we make up, and we know that's how our team work. And I look forward to is that my juniors and all will, be able to overcome, but outshine us in some way and be able to perform better in the next year's film festival as well. I can say that I have my hopes in them since every year we're trying to make it better and better. Yeah, so that's all.
So brother, what movie did you watch, and what is your reaction, or what do you have to say about that movie?
Recently, I've watched two movies. So the first movie that I watched was about the animation. So it was about the true stories, and it was good. It was emotional. How a young guy turned into an old man. It was all about the certain ages that he was into. And the second movie, I guess it was from the other states, if I'm not mistaken. So it was mostly about true story as well. So it was about that.
Hello, brother. As you have watched the movie, what movie did you watch, and what are your thoughts about that movie?
Actually, I came halfway, and then I somehow watched the movie. I do not know the title or the name of it, but there's this one girl who when says, "Where's the peep station?" So that was it. So I couldn't even understand that, but it was nice.
And what movie have you watched tonight, and what do you think about the movie?
I was late, so I didn't catch the name, but there was this movie with a yellow umbrella. There was no dialogue in it, but I liked it so much because, expression of art without dialogues, you don't need voice to express something. So it's at its purest form of expression. I can just feel the emotion just by, without the dialogue. So that's my favorite.
Thank you. Bro, can you please tell me about your own personal view about the movie you've watched?
Honestly, it was very good. I loved it. It was heart-touching and showed some moral values about life and the love of a death. That's all. Thank you.
Well, to be honest, the event is quite outstanding. It has exceeded my expectations so far, from the decorations to the food stalls and to the food itself. I believe that the seniors and everyone who has taken part in this have given their best, and their best was enough. They will satisfy everyone that has come here today. So I believe this event is quite nice and amazing, and I'm enjoying it so far.
Okay, from the second session, we have watched some movies, right? So, what movie did you watch, and what do you have to say about that?
I entered in the second session, so I was able to watch only two movies, which was I think it was Who and then Purpose. The movie Purpose was quite nice. I liked it. It was nice.
The second session movie, which movie did you watch, and which one's your favorite?
For me, the movie The Shed was very touching because it showed us about the sacrifices our mothers made, and also about the sacrifices of the farmers, and because of them we are healthy, we're eating nice foods, and I'm very thankful for the farmers and for the wonderful video that I watched. Thank you.
all for today. Thank you so much for joining us, and do come back for more days, the day 2 and day 3. This is Simshin Jibun reporting with cameraman Toto Achumi. Thank you.